My definition of cosplay is having fun, enjoying whatever fandom you're into, anime, video games, comic books, and just dressing up as your favorite character. I've been cosplaying for 12 years, since 2005, when I was 15. I actually went to my first convention in 2005, and I saw a bunch of people cosplaying, and I thought it was a lot of fun, so I decided to do it with some friends of mine, and just kicked off from there. It was actually an old nickname of mine since middle school, and I couldn't think of a cosplay name, so I just decided to use that instead. My first cosplay, I think it was Rin Kagamine from Vocaloid. I think that was the first costume I made. The first cosplay that I did as a closet cosplay was, I think her name was Lei Fang from Dead or Alive. At first, my mom was kind of like, "What are you guys doing?" She wasn't really too fond of it because she thought it took over my studies and work and stuff like that. But as she saw how it made me really happy and I started doing stuff with it and actually using it as a profession, then she started accepting it. She still gets a little bit weirded out sometimes. She's like, "What is that character and why are you dressed like that?" But she knows that I really enjoy it, so she accepts it.
Play?
Oh man. Too many to count. I've been doing this for a while, so I've met a ton of people, but what's really cool is that people that you've looked up to or admire, they're just cosplayers and they're just people, and when you get to know them and you get to talk to them, slowly but surely you become friends with them, and it's really cool because they're people that you look up to, and yeah, I just like how friendly people are in the community. Buying is easier, but I'm very, very, very picky with how my costumes look, so I'd rather make them. It's just a lot easier for me to just like make something of my own and make it the way I want it to look like with the colors I want. Armor making. I do not like sewing. I dislike sewing. I just don't like sewing anything at all. It's probably my least favorite part of making my cosplays. But armor making is a lot of fun. I like painting and just working with foam and everything. Yeah, I actually used to compete a lot before, but now I don't really compete too much, and I'm usually either judging or just enjoying being just a viewer or attendee. So maybe females are really badass and very independent. I really like the really strong independent female characters. One reason is because when I used to cosplay, when I started cosplaying, I was definitely not that kind of person. I was very shy and very kept to myself, and I really admired female characters that were like that, that were very independent, that fought for what they believed in and fought for their friends. And so I like to cosplay characters like that because it's a trait, a personality trait I really admire in people. So I get asked this question so many times and it's never easy to answer. But I would have to say I'm a really big League of Legends player. I like to play League of Legends. It was one of the first PC games I really got into with my husband. So when I started playing League of Legends, I used to play Morgana a lot. She was really my main. And so probably Ghostbite Morgana would have to be my favorite because I also like horror video games, horror movies, and the Ghostbite skin is just really scary, and when it came out I absolutely fell in love with it, and when she goes back to spawn, she does this like screaming thing, and it just gives me chills. So I love cosplaying that character because I really get into character and I like to scare people and I get really into it. I mean, I've had things break, I've had things not really fall off actually, like mostly just things breaking and having to fix it. Luckily I've never had anything like too crazy happen to me. Like I've heard other stories about people having some crazy experiences, but luckily I always try to have a group of people to help me out, like my handlers or my husband. They always try to make sure everything is okay and everything is, you know, not falling apart. Anything weird, so I haven't really had any crazy horror stories. Very, very tame. I always think it's so funny when people mistaken me for another character. I used to cosplay Mayru from The Legend of Dragoon, and I did her Dragoon form. Everyone thought I was like Blue Eyes White Dragon or something. And then I did cosplay a humanoid version of Vel'Koz from League of Legends, and a lot of people thought I was cosplaying from the hentai. So that was funny. But just small things like that are always funny, and people come up with funny things to say to you and like quirky things, and that's always fun too. When I was cosplaying Ghost by Morgana, I guess she is supposed to be resembling some character in like some Mexican or Spanish folklore. I don't remember the Spanish name for it, but apparently she's supposed to be this girl in a wedding, or this lady in a wedding dress, and she's like dead, and she steals like people's babies or something. And I remember wearing Ghost by Morgana to WonderCon and having this family come up to me, and this lady asking me if I can carry her baby, and I was like, I don't think so. It was really weird. I didn't know what, like, why they were reacting like that until my friend had told me, yeah, it's like this like folklore character or whatever, and she goes around crying and stealing babies, and I was like, oh, okay, that makes sense, I guess. So it's probably the weirdest thing I've ever had in character, but other than that, I've had people like come up to me as the same character in a video game or an anime and be like, oh, I love your character, and I've done like little skits with them, but that's pretty much it. Solo. I wish I could do more groups, but it's so hard because the older I get and the older people get, the harder it is to kind of collab and have the time to do something together. So I've planned group things before, but they've always fallen through because people have things that come up or family stuff or whatever. So just doing it solo is a lot easier, but I would love to do a group sometime. I think group cosplays are always so much fun to see, and you get all the characters together, so it's a lot better. Ooh, my ultimate dream cosplay. I don't think it's one cosplay. I think there's a lot of characters I want to do before I end up not cosplaying anymore, which I hope never happens, but there's a list of characters I've wanted to do for a long time, and a lot of them are old characters from old games or old anime. So I've been slowly getting through that list of characters that I want to do. So the whole concept of pro cosplayer, I feel like there's not really a definition of it. I feel like it's more of experience, and like even myself, I don't really call myself a pro cosplayer, even though I do it as a profession. There's still a lot of things that I need to learn, still a lot of things that I want to learn. So I don't know, the pro cosplayer, all those like elite cosplayer, I don't know, I don't really think that there's a definition for those. Cosplay repair kit that I always bring, definitely hot glue. Probably the saving grace has pretty much saved me a lot with things falling off or things breaking. I don't really carry that much. It's just really hot glue, and maybe when I go to a con I'll bring like fabric that I might need, or like my sewing machine. But actually walking to the con I usually just bring a hot glue gun. My advice is to don't let anyone tell you that you can't do something. And if people do tell you that you can't do something, use that as motivation. I've had plenty of people tell me, oh, I shouldn't cosplay this character. Oh, I wouldn't look good as this character. And you know what? It's really just white noise. It's all about what you want to do. And I think people get too engrossed about what people think about them or what others think about them. And I would really just make sure you know who your friends are, surround yourself with people who you admire and who inspire you, and I feel like that's the best advice I can give you. My name is Vanessa, I go by Fruitcake Cosplay, and I hope to see you at the con floor sometime.